Yate Dinemasananishla. This is Navajo Grandma. And again, this is the month of November. We're almost finished with it, and we have the Native American Heritage Month. And it's, like I said before, it's a time we celebrate the rich and diverse cultures, the traditions and histories. And today we're going to include the contributions and to acknowledge the contributions from the different various tribes and their importance. That there's all kinds of Native American tribes and bands, and it's so huge, but it's wonderful to know that everybody has, like I said, their diverse cultures. And it's also an appropriate time for us to share this at this time. So I will continue, and thank you so much. And let's take our adventure about the contributions of Native Americans. Here is a picture of a willow bark. Because of Native American contributions to our society, the Native Americans chewed willow bark, and here it is, to soothe aches and pains. The active ingredient in the bark is called salicin. It's a chemical that in 1897 formed the basis of the discovery of aspirin. The most commonly used drug in the world is salicin. It's a precursor to salicylic acid, the active ingredient in many over-the-counter acne treatments and dandruff-fighting shampoos. This native remedy for pain and inflammation was tea brewed from the bark of the American black willow, Salix nigro, which contains the chemical salicin. Once it gets into the body, salicin produces salicylic acid, and the active ingredient in modern aspirin tablets today. Native Americans also used capsaicin, a chemical found in hot peppers, for topical pain relief, according to many of the researchers. The concept that led to the development of vaccines, protecting oneself from a virus or disease by exposing oneself to a modified version of it, was not lost on Native Americans. Dr. Sophie E. Nooner, a research associate at the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, points to tribes inoculating themselves by ingesting small amounts of substances to protect their bodies from the harmful effects of the same substances in large quantities. Ever since I started eating small parts of poison oak on a regular basis, I have not gotten the big rashes that I used to get, said Dr. Nooner, a member of the Karuk tribe. Now, we're going to come to a screeching halt there. Now, remember, there are, I'm going to read this, okay, because we need to know that there's a disclaimer. This one, really. And I want you to know, I'm going to read it. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and we make no medical claims, nor intend to diagnose, treat, or heal medical conditions. Women who are pregnant or nursing or persons with known medical conditions should consult their physician before taking any herbal products. Now, remember, this doctor knew, she's a doctor, she took the poison oak. That's to each his own. I'm not going to be doing that. But ironically, she's just saying she gave herself so many little small doses on a regular basis, and that inoculated her. So, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. So, be careful. Although these contributions are wonderful and precious, you have to be careful. I'm not a doctor. I don't profess to be. I am not a psychologist. Grandma is Navajo Grandma. End of story. Mother of 7. Hello. Married to Grandpa. That's it. Bing. There you go. Gobble, gobble. In one example from the 1980s, a pediatrician from India conducted research with the White Mountain Apache tribe that showed oral rehydration treatments prevented diarrhea-related deaths in children, according to Hopkins Bloomberg Public Health magazine. The landmark research and subsequent studies led to the creation of what? Pedialyte, a popular treatment for diarrhea. Always have this on hand. Navajo Grandma, make sure she has it, because you don't know, sometimes if you get very sick and you're dehydrated, this has been a very good go-to. And another contribution, this will talk about the world can thank Native Americans. Guess which tribe? The Iroquois and Seneca tribes in particular, for inventing baby bottles and infant formula. Now, this is important to infants' health when breast milk is not available. The Iroquois took dried and greased bear gut and added a nipple fashioned from a bird's quill to create bottles that could be used to feed infants, according to Iroquois historian Arthur C. Parker.